Thank you for agreeing to participate in this interview. This is for a class exercise to practice qualitative research methods. So this interview will just take about 10 minutes. Thank you so much for your time. And there are no right or wrong answers, and you can skip any questions that you feel you don't want to answer. And then your response will be kept confidential and used only for academic practices. And do I have your consent to proceed?
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you so much. Could you just briefly introduce yourself, please?
Right. My full name is Muhammad Kambat, but I go by Mike or Michael here. I am 21 years old. I am currently a university student at Isho University, studying international finance.
Wow. Okay. So how long have you been staying in Taiwan?
I have been here for 2.5 years. Two and a half years. Yes.
Okay. So when you first arrived in Taiwan, what cultural differences did you notice the most, or at first, like literally?
When I landed here, it was the weather. The weather was like, Mongolia is like 1.5 kilometers above sea level. Taiwan is literally it's sea level, and it is right by the ocean. We don't have an ocean in Mongolia. We're in the mountains. So the humidity was something that I noticed immediately, because I came late summer and it was like horrible. I didn't. I still haven't gotten. I still really haven't gotten used to it. It's a bit.
So basically, conclusion is like you don't really like that humidity.
Yeah, and something else as well. Food also was very different. A lot more emphasis on chicken and pork here than back home.
Okay, so that's the first that you notice. But like until now, after 2.5 years you live in Taiwan, what's the most challenging like culture that you still difficult to adapt?
Well, again, the weather, that was one thing. But culture-wise, I don't know.
Language? How about
Language, definitely
Yeah.
language. I have been trying. I'm not actively like trying to learn it. I don't go to like a language school or anything, but just like trying to learn it passively. I think I have a decent like grasp on like some fundamentals, but it is a very different language than what I'm used to. Also, Taiwan is also a very different country than I'm used to. Mongolia, most people are not going to be, well, they will, depending on where you go, they're not going to be as nice as Taiwanese generally are.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still find it weird when people like offer to help me for random stuff, and
Oh, that's
that.
nice.
Well, yeah, it's
So
weird.
You
Cultures.
really appreciate that things as well.
Yeah, I do.
But do you have like a Chinese class in your university? You should have
We
it, right?
do. Yeah, we do. But
Oh,
those are
okay.
just like basics.
But you didn't take like outside of the
University.
class
No.
Oh, okay, nice. So, and then maybe if your junior in Mongolians or your family, if they want to come to Taiwan to study and everything, do you have any advice or any recommendations for them to come here in a positive way, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe. I would recommend them to give maybe at least like 2-3 months of like language school, Chinese language school.
Okay.
You don't necessarily need to learn how to read. I would recommend they focus on like speaking, because, well, at least in Kaohsiung where I am right now, most places you go, it's kind of rare that you'll find someone who has a good enough English or is confident enough in their English to speak with you in English. So even though they're so helpful, they don't have confidence sometimes. So I would recommend you would learn the language a little bit just to get your bearings, and just get ready for a completely different like weather system, just completely 100% completely different weather. Just get ready for that, however much you want. Maybe go to a sauna or something, I don't know, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, nice recommendations. But like other from weather, do you have like any Mongolian culture that disappeared when you came to Taiwan?
Oh yeah.
Like what was that?
Well, it's the food culture in Mongolia is very different.
Okay.
Because we are used to red meat like beef, mutton,
Oh, mutton.
horse sometimes, stuff like that. And since coming here, I have very rarely have I had those things. Even if I do, the taste is not quite the same. The way they prepare the meat here is very different, so that has um, it's a weird getting used to, like just generally eating pork or chicken here.
Like the way how they cook is different. So
Way
it's
the how they
gonna
cook
get
the
taste.
food is, yeah, it tastes very different. Can you repeat the question real quick? Sorry.
Yeah,
kind
it's,
of
it's
forgot.
actually answered already because
Ah.
I asked you like the Mongolian culture that disappeared like when you came to Taiwan.
Oh,
Yeah, basically
yeah.
the food culture. But like I curious about one thing because I'm international as well, and
Right.
the first time I arrived in Taiwan, I really can't eat and used to the food in Taiwan because it tastes really bland. How about with
Ah.
you? Like literally so bland. Like
So-
there's nothing in my in my
Ah.
mouth, and I was like, what was this?
Well, technically, well, so Mongolia doesn't. Our food is quite bland as well. Other than the
Okay.
natural taste of like meat, we would add salt and pepper, and maybe green onions to most of our traditional foods.
So there's not a lot of like herbs and everything.
No, not
Oh,
really.
Okay, so I
So
think
that, but it's. I feel. I actually think there's more flavor here than back home, but some people
okay.
might disagree. But I think there's it's a couple different things have more flavor or very different to what we're used to.
Okay, and maybe last two questions.
All right.
So any like changes do you think your behavior or your attitudes or any way of thinking after you came to Taiwan?
Ooh, one thing that was very surprising is how sus- how Taiwan tries to be sustainable, or like recycling, that sort of thing. Back home, we don't do that
Yeah.
ever. Really, seriously, we just like throw it into the trash dumpster and then leave it like glass or whatever the hell. So that was very surprising. And then recently, I went on a trip across Taiwan where I learned about how Taiwan is trying to be more sustainable, more eco-friendly, and that sort of thing. And that has really inspired me to be more open-minded about these sort of things. I have adapted those practices into my life now, and I definitely will try to adapt those if I ever go back to Mongolia. Try to bring that to Mongolia as well.
Yeah, that's a very positive, like positive habits.
Yeah,
I could
positive
say.
habit, yeah.
So that the street in Taiwan is very clean as well. Like
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
I agree though. Yes. Mm, Yeah, I'm thinking like what countries actually did that kind of like sustainable stuff because actually sustainable is a paradigm shift now. Like all around the world have to do it, but it's very difficult. Maybe country like Japan and
Korea, some parts of Korea, I feel like.
yeah, it's a very positive things.
Yeah.
So yeah, like last but not least, because you're international, of course you miss a lot of stuff back in your hometown.
Yeah, true.
Like what kind of anything that you miss the most, and anything that you want to do, like your priority list to do if you have a chance to go back home.
Well, first of all, just to quickly mention it again. Food, yeah, it's very different. I would love to just eat my food, country's food again, and then you know what? I miss my family. I miss my friends, that sort of thing. But can you repeat the question? Sorry,
Like, do you miss the most? What do you miss the most
I would say.
when you was in school?
So this is because I'm an international student. I have never, before this, I've never like lived alone by myself, without my parents, without my siblings, in the same building as me, same apartment, and that had like my first year here was really difficult because I have never done that before, and that was a very eye-opening experience. Right now, it's definitely a lot less than before, but I think is mainly the thing I miss most is my family.
Yeah, it's the challenges for international students.
Yeah.
And you came this far, like from Mongolian to.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh my god! And I could say that there's no Mongolian restaurant. I think.
No,
here,
no,
right?
not at all.
I
There's
know,
a
I've
kind
never
of
seen it.
comes close, like Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan food, but they're not the same. They're
Yes,
more
maybe the ingredients is kind of same, but or
practice. The way they prepare the food is very different.
okay.
It's similar, like idea of food, but it's not quite the same.
But I can say that maybe you can cook, right?
I can cook. Yeah, no. It's again. One thing I noticed here that was very weird was the beef tasted different
Oh, it's even different. Like
here than back home.
yeah.
So I feel like beef here doesn't taste like anything. So
Okay.
I try and avoid it as much
So
as I
even
can.
like you cook it, but it cannot be the same like
No,
you cook
no.
in the hometown. Okay, got it. So I hope you got a chance and time to go back home soon.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's a very difficult time for
Mm.
international students. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and thoughts. And this interview really helps me practice qualitative research methods. Do you have anything to add or anything you wanna say?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, so
Depending on, I mean, well, it's as you say, quantitative, qualitative. If it's qualitative, maybe include more specific questions. Because I had a very open-ended
broad.
question. Broad. I had
Yeah.
very broad questions, so maybe a bit more specific questions, like a yes or no, or like choose what would you like or something around there. Because if it's a qualitative.
Like a survey, right?
Yeah,
It's
a
like
survey,
survey.
yeah.
Yeah, basically a survey is like a quantitative one, but yeah.
Yeah, well, but other than that, pretty good interview. Interesting questions.
Yay! Thank you so much for your time. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you.